with Forte, and today I'd like to show you a traditional floor-based 10-minute or so core exercise. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to start off with what we call abdominal bracing. So we're going to lie down on the floor. We're going to just tighten up the stomach, and we're going to just start with that. Learning how to tighten the stomach, it's pulling the belly button back toward the spine, and we're going to have a little bit of a crunch into it. So we're just going to bring the shoulders up off of the floor and then right back down. And while I'm doing this, I always want to make sure that I keep my stomach tight enough that my lower back stays flat against the floor. I don't want to arch up like this at any point. I want to make sure I'm keeping that engaged and keeping that back flat. I'm just going to keep doing this for about a minute. Good, just keep those tummy muscles engaged. Keep everything tight. Got about 30 seconds left. You'll notice I am not trying to come all the way up to my knees. This is just a crunch. Good. Now, we're going to change it up a little bit. And instead of coming straight up, I'm going to reach toward an opposite knee. Now I'm going to do a low intensity, and I'll show a different variety here as we go. So it starts off, we still just tighten up the tummy, the lower part of the tummy first, get that back nice and flat. And the low intensity piece here, hand comes up, reaches toward the knee, just like so. Good. And I like to have people do a few in one direction. So we'll do about 20 in one direction. And then we'll do about 20 in the other direction. And then we will alternate 10 to each side. And I probably should have counted. That's a pretty typical issue for me, never remembering to count. That's got to be about 20. We'll do one more just for the fun of it. We're going to switch sides. Now, if you want to make this harder, you can certainly bring the hand up overhead and bring the shoulder up a little bit higher. But what we don't want, notice my hand is not touching my head. I don't want to be pulling on my head like that. So just kind of bringing that elbow up a little higher, or again, you can kind of keep it a little bit lower intensity by just reaching forward with the hand. And the other hand, I'm just kind of keeping out of the way. Some people will tend to kind of put it down there and they'll accidentally grab onto the leg and pull up without thinking about it. We just want to make sure we're not doing that. Okay, we're going to alternate side to side. So I'm going to go to my left, to my right, to my left, to my right. That was 2. 3. I'll actually count this time. 4. Good. 5. I can count. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more each side. 10 and 10. Good. Now we're going to do what a lot of people like to call dead bugs. Dead bugs, really very simply, are bringing up one arm and one leg from the opposite side, and we're going to keep them both up at the same time. So we're keeping it up like so, and we're moving opposite arm, opposite leg, like so, kind of like the dying bug, as though it were on its back. The key here, as with everything, is to make sure that you're still keeping your tummy tight so that your back stays flat. Good. Somehow I think I got off of doing opposite arm, opposite leg here, but it'll all be okay. Just keep the arms up, keep the legs up. We're going to do it for about another 30 seconds. Good, keep that tummy tight, keep the back flat, and by all means, don't hold your breath. Good. Got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left. Good. Let everything down. You can let your stomach relax. And we're going to turn over for a plank. Now, there are different ways to do planks. A lot of people do planks on the elbows. We're going to show it in the traditional elbow position. You can also do what's called a push-up plank, where you're just up on the hands and feet like so. But we're going to go down on the elbows. We're going to do just 30-second holds and then give a break, and then a second 30-second hold. Okay, and up we go. Not easy to talk for me in this position, so I won't say much. Ten seconds left. And there's 30. We're going to go back down. Now, we're going to go to one side. We're going to stay on the knee, one knee down. This again is one version of a side plank. We're going to come up, stay on the knee, give some support. Still engage the core. Try to keep the back flat. Try to keep the hips up. So 10 more seconds. And we go back down. Now, I'm going to change directions, so I'm still facing camera. You do not have to. We're just going to switch sides. Same thing, opposite side. Go ahead and push up. 30 seconds. Tummy stays tight. Hips stay up. You got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to the plank. I showed you the first time on the elbows. I'm going to show you the second time on the hands. So we'll do it as a push-up plank. Still just 30 seconds. Body stays straight. Core stays engaged. Head is staying straight in line with the spine. You want to make sure you're squeezing your glutes tight on this as well. Helps maintain your stability. You're halfway there. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and stop. All right, we're going to go back down to the side plank, and I'm going to show you the same thing. Now, my shoulders tend to get a little shaky on this one, but we're going to do it up on the shoulder anyway, up on the full arm extended. So this time, going up here, it's a little bit higher up. Engaged everything else the same way. Just works my hand a little bit differently and my shoulder a little differently. You see, I corrected my foot position, was putting a lot of pressure through my foot there and kind of twisting my ankle a little bit. Need to engage my hips a little more. Last 10 seconds. Good, we're going to come back down. We're going to switch to the other side again. Okay, and up we go. Now I want to use my core as much as possible and my hip as little as possible, but this is a beginning position. I brought my knee a little bit further back. So this is one position that you can start yourself in. If you're already well versed in how to do planks and you're good at it, you can certainly do it with both legs straight. Got about 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go right back to the last thing where we were lying down on our back, or the first thing where we were lying down on our back. But instead of doing a crunch this way, we're going to do it as a straight up lift. So we're going to tighten the tummy and lift up. And I want to get as high as I can where the middle of my back comes up off of the floor if possible. Again, for just about a minute. Ten more seconds. And there you go. Now, this is a good time to just let yourself cool down. A lot of times I'll tell people to just sit down and rest for a little bit. Or if you're already down on the floor, now's a good time to take that nice yoga pose that they give you at the end called the Shavasana. It's really just a cool down pose. You can lay there for as long as you want. Easy exercises to do at home. Easy exercises if your boss doesn't think it's weird for you to do at the desk. Take you about 10-ish minutes. Hope you're doing well. Take care and enjoy well-being.
We here at Forte would like to thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to follow more of the offerings from Forte, please subscribe below. And don't forget to share us with your friends. Enjoy well-being.